Hello everyone, I hope you all are fine and safe. We teachers have started online classes for your betterment. Today I'm going to start with the first chapter of geography that talks about resources. First of all, we need to understand the definition of resources. Here it is. Anything that we use to satisfy our need is called as resource. For example, air, water, food, minerals, etc. In our day-to-day life, whatever the thing we use to satisfy our need is called as resource. Here is one question for you. What are the things you observe around you? Suppose if you are sitting in a room, what are the things you can see? You can have television, fan, your textbook, etc. Utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource, like water, vegetable, textbook, etc. Water we drink, vegetable we eat, textbook we read. Use gives it value. Value means worth, which is of two types. Aesthetic is what? Value that adds to its beauty or the natural surroundings. Can you imagine a life without tree? Can you imagine a life without water? No, it's not possible. Suppose we take the example of trees. We get oxygen, food, furniture, etc. What can be the aesthetic value? Add beauty to the environment. Now, patent. It is the exclusive right over any idea or intervention. To indicate branding that you have discovered on your own and you want that to be in your name. There are various patents released by India, United States and globally. And those patents kind of work around the various values for the resources. How does a substance become a resource? Time and technology are two important factors that can change a substance into a resource. For example, discovery of fire. How does discovery of fire help us? Discovery of fire, when initially started, no one knew the use for it. However, now it is used for cooking, burning, and many more things. Second, you have the example of discovery of wheel. When it was discovered, no one knew that it would become a part of our life. Now wheels are used for each and every transportation. Now, conversion of water into electricity. Water has been used to convert it into electricity, and we have HEP, that is hydroelectric power generation, which is available from water. Now here is one question for you. List out 5 resources you use in your home and 5 you use in your classroom. Now the classification of resources. Resources are further classified into 3 categories. That is the natural resources, human-made resources and human resources. First of all, we shall learn about the natural resources. Resources that are drawn from nature and are used without much modification are called as natural resources. See, from the term natural only, it is very much clear that something related to nature. So the resources that we get from nature and we use without much modification are called as natural resources. For example, air, water, soil, etc. Now, natural resources are also classified into different groups. Upon different groups on the level of development and use, origin, stock and distribution. On this basis, it is divided. Natural resources. With the help of mind map, you can see the different types of natural resources, actual and potential resources, which are classified on the basis of level of development. Then you have abiotic and biotic resources, which are classified on the basis of origin. And next you have renewable and non-renewable resources, which are classified on the basis of stock. Lastly, you have ubiquitous and localized resources, which are classified on the basis of distribution. So basically what we have studied today, we have learned about the definition of resources. Anything that satisfies our need is called as a resource, like air, water, food, etc. Value and utility make a substance a resource. Time and technology are the two factors that can change a substance into a resource. Resources are classified into three broad categories. They are natural resources, human-made resources, and human resources. Natural resources are further classified into different groups depending upon level of development and use, origin, stock, and distribution. So we have studied till here. In the next class, we'll continue our chapter. Till then, there are some questions for you. First one, define a resource. Give some examples. What is a natural resource? The last one, with the help of mind map, show the types of resources.